Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another coffee and a poem. Happy Monday, hope everybody's doing well. Trying it on my phone today instead of my laptop, so we'll see how this one goes. I never used a mic connected to my phone before, so this is all new territory. I'm playing along, trying to figure things out. Thanks for, well, I can't say letting me because it's something I was going to do anyway, but for anybody that did tune in or watch me last night when I had that little mini recital on the go, I just want to say thanks for tuning in and letting me do that, because it really helped me get a few things off my chest, or not so much off my chest, but it was a great distraction for me, and it was good. I got to reminisce about some things as well when I was going through some of the poems and seeing some of the little sketches I done, and it was great even to get some feedback off a friend of mine who I grew up with and was kind of mentioning, I guess, indirectly in the poems. But I think like getting things off your chest, I think that's why you see so many people out there right now performing. They're playing some music, and it's just getting a load off. It's a good distraction, and plus it has some entertainment value. I mean, I'm sure out of the hundreds of you out there, there's probably at least one that might find some benefit from my poetry recitals. Speaking of entertainment value, I was watching a lot of over the last few days, the last couple of weeks, especially as they become more and more popular. I've been watching a lot of local talent, a lot of local musicians. They're on Facebook Live streaming as they're sitting back playing their songs in their kitchens or wherever it might be, their man caves or their whatever. And I was thinking that, you know, we got to start helping these people out, because they're no longer getting their gigs. I mean, there's no cover charge to watch them on Facebook streaming live, when on a normal Saturday night they'd be in front of a crowd and making some money, making their livelihood, getting their paycheck, working hard to pay the bills and provide some entertainment. I mean, it's not like a lot of these local artists are like bands like Metallica, where they can sit back and probably just relax and still make tons of money because of their viewership on YouTube and things like that. They're making a lot of residual and passive income just based on their views and things like that. And it's not as easy for local musicians to do that. So if you see local musicians out there, they're performing and they're putting up, I don't know, I think eventually you'll start seeing this, but they have like almost like a virtual tipping jar kind of thing. If you see somebody performing, a local musician that you normally see out playing in the clubs and stuff like that, and they got that little option on their stream to give them a little tip or a donation or whatever it might be, I mean, why not? If you can afford it, do it. Because, like I said, these guys got no income coming in right now, and they need to be able to make ends meet. They got bills to pay. They got to eat their food. If they don't eat their food and pay their bills, they're not going to be able to perform for us. And we really need the entertainment right now. We need the music. We need to feel the music. We need to dance. We need to move. We need to do whatever we can. Because, I mean, they're the ones that are keeping us occupied right now and keeping us from probably killing each other, because they're keeping us somewhat calm and busy while all our frontline workers and essential workers are out there doing their thing. So keep that in mind. It's just something I was thinking about after I seen somebody perform there over the weekend, and I even had a chat with somebody about it. And yeah, they're going to be struggling, so we got to remember that. It's great to see them perform, but at the same time, you got to remember, every time you see them perform without a crowd, that's a paycheck they're missing. So anyway, off that topic, and I'm going to talk about my poem now. This poem is one that I wrote back in 2017, 26th December to be exact. And this one was written, basically it's about anxiety and not being able to focus. And I think a lot of people are probably feeling that right now. I mean, if you get a mental health disorder, anxiety disorder, and that, like myself, you're feeling a lot of this pretty much every day. It's like a normal lifestyle now. It's you just learn how to cope and deal with it. Probably should not be drinking my coffee because caffeine can increase anxiety, but I think I'd be worse off without my coffee. So anyway, this poem is about anxiety and inability to be able to focus on things. It's about being overwhelmed by your thoughts, being overwhelmed by your worries, being overwhelmed by everything, and just being pretty much immobilized and just, man, I can't do nothing. So anyway, this one is called Faceless. I'll get that one going now. Here we go. Faceless. Faceless figures shrouded in a distant fog, floating like ghosts in a funeral procession. Forgotten secrets, skeletal remains, tomorrow's turmoil, today's obsession. Silhouetted against a wall of gray, a backdrop of days gone by. Strangers screaming blood-curdling cries, snapping fangs from a threatening sky. A gentle whisper mauled to death, piercing winds ripping through skin. Drums pounding, eyes cinched shut. Lost behind a hideous grin. A million voices, a million thoughts. Indecipherable reassurance. Mumbling gibberish, punchlines lost. Chasing the elusive essence. As the shadows approach, so does the wind. Rancid and foul, yet pleasantly sweet. Dreams and hopes, love and hate. Echoes of pattering feet. Gusts of flames engulfed in drifting snow. Paralyzed, frozen in time. Water and ash, cemented thoughts. Blizzards blanketing a once brilliant mind. So there you have it. So that's Faceless. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna make a couple quick suggestions. I'm suggesting right now that with the way everything is so stressful, find yourself an outlet. Find something to do to keep yourself busy. My wife, she's a nurse, and she gets up at 5:30 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. every morning before her work shift. And to me, I think that's crazy, but that's her outlet. She needs to do her workouts. If not, she's going to come home and take it out of me. So I'm glad she's getting up at 4:30 to work out because it saves my life. I don't know, I read poems as an outlet. It's just my way of keeping busy, and I ramble on as I'm doing right now. My daughter, she keeps herself busy by taking weird cat photos. She loves it. She has her cats, and they're nice, beautiful looking cats, and they're weird. They tend to sit and lay around in awkward positions, and she takes pictures of that. So I mean, just find something, sing, dance, do yoga, write, whatever. Find something to keep yourself busy. Walk, do a video chat with an old friend, somebody you haven't seen or talked to in a while. I mean, it's not like we're going through this in 1990 where we have no technology around and we'd have to be on the phone taking 10 minutes just to dial a number. Because we got so much now to keep us occupied, and no, Facebook doesn't really count. Depends on what you're doing on it, I guess. If you're just scrolling and looking for, doing witch hunts and looking for negativity and all that stuff, then it's probably not the greatest. But if you're using it as an outlet, a place to enjoy some entertainment, then that's a good thing, and to connect as well. So anyway, it's time for me to go unwind now. I just finished I just had a psychiatrist appointment just before this poem. So I'm a little bit drained now, so I'm going to go and finish my coffee and relax for a bit. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you probably tomorrow or the next day for another coffee and a poem.